Good morning children. Today we shall learn about heat and temperature. We already discussed that what is meant by heat as well as what is meant by temperature. Heat and temperature are different from each other. Those are not same. So what is meant by heat? What is meant by heat? Heat is a form of energy. So the energy which makes an object appears to be hot or cold is called heat energy. And what is meant by temperature? What is meant by temperature? Temperature is the measure of degree of hotness or coldness of an object. Heat is the energy and temperature is the measurement of degree. Means we can measure the heat in the terms of temperature. Here, what are the units of the heat? Calorie, kilocalorie and joule. Joule is the SI unit of the heat. Units of the temperature are Kelvin, Celsius and Fahrenheit. Kelvin is the SI unit of the temperature and it is denoted by the letter K. Here, heat is a form of energy. It can be converted from one form to another form, and this heat energy transfer from one object to another object. Heat energy transfer from the object of higher temperature to the object of lower temperature. Here, what is the use of the heat? If we apply heat to any substance, the particles in that substance, those absorbs or those takes the energy from the heat and they move faster. So heat increases the moment of particles. Heat increases the moment of particles. So suppose if you take solids, in the solids the particles are very closely packed, means tightly packed. So if you apply heat to that solids, those particles take the energy from the heat and they start vibrate in their places. If you take the gases or liquids, gases and liquids are arranged somewhat loosely packed. Those are loosely packed. If you apply heat to the liquids, the particles take the energy from the heat and they move faster and faster. If you keep on applying the heat, those takes the enough energy to go further. So heat increases the movement of particles. Effects of heat. First one, expansion. Expansion. Heat expands the any substance. Here some exceptions are there, but more amount of the substances, more amount of solids or liquids and gases expanded by taking the energy from the heat. If we apply heat energy to any substance, that substance take the energy from the heat and it expands. If you take the railway track, rods on the railway track, if we see, we can observe that after 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers there is a gap between that rods. So why they leave that place? Why they left the place like that? Why they kept that gap? Why? Because metals takes the energy from the heat and they expands. Here during summer season we can see temperature will be increased. So these rods takes the energy from the heat of the sun and the particles present in that metals, they move faster and faster, and if they take more and more heat energy, they leave their place, means the metals expands. Once assume, if they do not leave gaps like that, what will happen? During summer season, metals take the more and more energy, then they expands. If the gap not there for their expansion, they bends. If the railway track bend, what will happen? We may get the accidents. So to avoid those accidents, generally they leave some gap between the rods. So this is the expansion is the reason behind that gap. So heat expands the substances. And second one, heat changes the state of matter. Heat changes the state of matter. Let me explain this by performing an activity. Take one tripod stand, place wire gauge on it, take a Bunsen burner, take one beaker and place on the stand. Now take some ice cubes into the beaker. Now lighten the Bunsen burner. Slowly ice is melting and it becomes into the liquid form. It becomes into water. If you keep on applying the heat, the water boils and water becomes into water vapor. There we can observe that decrease in the level of water. On heating, ice changes into water, and further heating, water changes into water vapor. And if you see one more example, take some wax into the beaker, lighten the Bunsen burner. Now we can observe that solid wax becomes into liquid wax. Slowly it is melting. If you keep on applying the heat, the liquid wax becomes into vapor. On heating, ice melts into water. On further heating, water becomes into water vapor. In the case of wax also, solid wax becomes into liquid wax. On further heating, liquid wax becomes into vapor. So, heat energy changes the state of a substance. Third effect is temperature, hotness or coldness, which is called temperature. So, here if we apply heat to the any substance, it becomes hot. If we take away the heatness from that substance, it becomes cold. So, these are the three effects of the heat. So, heat expands the substances and heat changes the state of matter and heat affects the hotness or coldness of an object. So, our next topic is transfer of heat. Transfer of heat. Heat transfers from one substance to the another substance in three ways. What are they? First one, conduction. Second one, convection. Third one, radiation. Radiation. These are the three ways of transfer of heat. In these three ways only, the heat transfer from one substance to the another substance, from one place to the another place. So, first one is, what is conduction? What is conduction? And we can observe in solids. So, what is meant by conduction? Transfer of heat from hotter to colder, particle by particle. Conduction, mainly we can observe this in solids. Here, second one, convection. We can observe this convection in liquids and gases. So, what is convection? Transfer of heat through density difference. So, if the heat transfer because of the difference in the density, that is called convection. Next one, radiation. So, what is radiation? Here in the conduction and the convection, to transfer of heat needs the medium. But in the radiation, without medium, the heat transfer from one place to the another place. So, here heat transfers in the form of wave motion. In the form of wave motion. See, the best example for the radiation is the between the sun and the earth there is no medium, nothing is there, but we are able to get the sunlight and sun heat waves, that is called radiation. These are the three ways of transferring of heat. So conduction, convection and radiation. I will explain about these three ways of heat transfer in detail. Heat can transfer from one object to the other by conduction, convection and by radiation. 1. Heat from one object transferred to the other object by direct contact, it is called conduction. For example, if you make tea, the heat gets transferred from the stove to the steel pan because of the direct contact, which is called as conduction. When we iron the clothes, heat gets transferred from the iron box to the clothes through direct contact. Second method is convection. In this method, heat transferred from the heat source to the other object. If you see this example, as we heated the water particles which are nearer to the heat source gets heated first, then the particles move further and the empty gaps will be filled by the remaining particles. These particles also will be heated up because of the heat source. Like this, whole water in the bowl heats up. This is called convection. For this, conduction and convection both need media to transfer. Heat transfer from one place to another place without any media, which is called radiation. If you see the sun and the earth, there is nothing in between them, but we are able to get the heat energy from the sun. If we stand near the campfire, we feel hotness, so which is called radiation. One more example, here the bowl gets heated up because of the direct contact with the stove, which is called conduction, and the water in that vessel gets heated up because of convection. If you place your hand nearer to the flame, you may feel little bit hotness, which is called radiation.